Good morning. Welcome to the Premium Public Video Forecast discussion for Friday, November 3rd, 2023. Well, it's pretty chilly out there once again this morning, but a little bit warmer than yesterday, and that has allowed for a little bit more moisture in the atmosphere to support a little bit more widespread frost. Of course, a hard freeze pretty much ended the growing season anyway, but definitely some frost out there on your car, so definitely keep an eye on that as it's going to take you maybe another 5-10 minutes to defrost your car. So plan for that, certainly. The good news is that this is the coldest we're going to be through the rest of this upcoming weekend. We're going to be moderating very nicely. Now, currently, we have temperatures ranging from the mid 20s to lower 30s in a lot of your suburbs, lower to mid 30s along the immediate coast, lower to mid 40s all the way out into the east end of Long Island, and in the upper 20s up here in actually mid 20s here in northern New Jersey. Down to southern New Jersey, even Wildwood is right around 33 degrees. It was 32 about a couple minutes ago. So you can see that we're slowly seeing moderation in our air mass. And that's happening a lot faster at the mid levels of the atmosphere, which is typical as we see this warm air transport begin to take place. You can see the isobars here are, or should I say the height lines here, are all aligned perpendicular to the thermal lines here. And what that's supporting is sustained warm air transport. So these are your temperatures, right? So here's freezing, below freezing. And then you can see the winds and the height lines all running perpendicular to that. So what's happening is all that air to the southwest is getting pushed into the northeast. And that is what we call warm air transport. Now, the other direction is what we call cold air transport. So you can see it's a pretty simple term, pretty simple idea here. When the air is moving and you see an increase in temperatures, that is called warm air transport, which is going to be taking place all the way on through this week. Now, the reason why we are seeing this is because the jet stream is shifting a little bit. The polar vortex is starting to strengthen and it's going to shift more towards the North Pole for the next couple of days as it's doing so. And while that is happening, this jet stream is going to become more zonal. So, as a result, what type of air mass happens when you have a zonal jet stream? Well, you get a Pacific air mass that comes in from the Pacific right here and shoots across the country. And so, what happens with that is that you get a moderating trend, a warming trend throughout the atmosphere. So, that is pretty much what is taking shape. And you can see on the water vapor satellite picture not much in the way of any type of strong disturbances or anything. Looks like it's going to be a pretty quiet pattern for the next couple of days, with nothing really standing out as far as anything that would produce a significant storm or anything of that nature. On the radar, you can see the surface high pressure system is to basically our south and east, and so that certainly sets up at the surface that southwesterly wind. So now you have that southwesterly wind at the lower levels, at the mid levels, and in the upper levels of westerly wind. So all this lines up to a warmer forecast on the way. On the visible satellite picture, you can see it's pretty much quiet, hot, clear, and comfortable. Well, not too comfortable. It is chilly out there, but not too bad for November. And on the infrared satellite picture, you can see nothing really significant on the way. A little weak boundary here, a little bit of lifting, but this is expected to peter out and not really cause us much of an issue going forward. So let's dive into some of the model guidance here. This is 500 millibar PVA, and you can see that disturbance was over the Great Lakes this morning with the higher, colder cloud tops here. As it's approaching our region, it basically collapses and weakens. So by the time it moves through on Sunday, it's just a few sky clouds, and that is about it. Otherwise, through the next 90 hours, very weak shortwaves pass through, leading to some scattered cloud cover, and that is about it. We have one low pressure system we'll be keeping an eye on Tuesday that would set up the potential for scattered showers. Why showers and no frozen precipitation? Well, take a look at the warm air transport we're talking about, and it pretty much locks into seasonable temperatures over the region, with temperatures rising back up into the 50s and 60s throughout the area. And then as we head towards the middle of next week, you can see that low pressure system comes through here. Some moderate PVA setting up some scattered showers, but again, it looks like our 850 millibar temperatures are going to be above freezing. I'll still keep an eye out here, maybe for northwestern Connecticut, maybe a little bit of sleet or grapple mixing in. And then as we move towards Thursday, that's another disturbance on the way that looks like it's going to be a little bit more robust. But again, the position of the air masses here supports mostly rain. Possibly they'll start off for some snow and sleet and rain at the very start of the precipitation for the highest elevations. But other than that, looks like another rain threat with another area low pressure. And then notice again the polar jet stream starts to dig a little bit, and so we get a little bit more of a polar air mass really building in. It doesn't stick around long. That's going to be a theme this winter. These old air masses come in, they hit hard, and then they leave, which is typical of an El Nino pattern. So certainly a very interesting pattern evolving here as we move towards the middle of November. Not anything that's going to stand out as far as storms, but the whole evolution of the pattern is something to certainly keep an eye on. So let's dive into this forecast for today. Look for sky cloud cover, slightly warmer than yesterday. Look for highs in the lower to mid 50s over the northern interior, mid to upper 50s along the coast. For tonight into tomorrow, look for sky cloud cover with low temperatures staying above freezing, ranging from the upper 30s to mid 40s throughout the region. For tomorrow afternoon, look for sky cloud cover with high temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 50s over the northern interior, upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast. On Sunday, again, that weak trough is going to pass through. There's a chance for an isolated shower in the Poconos and Catskills in the morning hours, but I'm keeping it dry because the mid levels are awfully dry in this setup here. So for the most part, we're looking at sky cloud cover on Sunday with temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 40s for lows and high temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 50s over the interior and lower to mid 60s along the coast for highs. On Monday, high pressure passes over the region with sky cloud cover expected. Look for low temperatures to range from the mid to upper 30s over the northern interior, lower to mid 40s along the coast, and high temperatures will range from the mid to upper 50s over the interior and along the coast, upper 50s to lower 60s in the Delaware River Valley. On Tuesday, that area low pressure and cold front passes to our north with a few scattered showers. Again, not a significant event, but just a few showers on Tuesday with temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 40s over the northern interior, lower to mid 50s along the coast. High temperatures range from the upper 50s to lower 60s over the interior and along the coast, lower to mid 60s in the Delaware River Valley. On Wednesday, high pressure builds in from Canada, leading to sky cloud cover and chilly conditions. Look for low temperatures to range from the lower to mid 40s and high temperatures to range from the mid to upper 40s over the northern interior, lower to mid 50s along the coast. On Thursday, that area low pressure will move through the region, possibly some redevelopment here. Here's some of that wintry mix that may be an issue initially for the Poconos and Catskills and possibly parts of northwestern Connecticut. Most of the rest of the region can expect rainfall as the low pressure system approaches and then redevelops to the south of New England. Temperatures on Thursday will range from the mid to upper 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s along the coast. High temperatures will range quite a bit as this low pressure system develops. And here's something I should really touch on. With this low pressure system development, if it develops a little bit further north, then we're looking at a much significantly warmer forecast. But if this low pressure system, let's say, develops more down towards the Delmarva Peninsula, that could lead to a colder forecast. So that's why we're going to see a bit of a range here. So right now, looking for upper 40s to lower 50s over the northern interior, mid to upper 50s around the New York City metro, and upper 50s to upper 60s in the Philadelphia metro. That's even more of a range there. And the reason why is right around the Philadelphia metro, that's where you're going to have your warm front. So down towards the Delmarva Peninsula and around Virginia, easily pushing up into the 60s and 70s as this warm air surges northward. And then on Friday, Canadian high pressure attempts to build in with sky cloud cover expected, possibly a few isolated flurries in the northern interior that we'll have to keep an eye on. Look for low temperatures to range from the mid to upper 30s for lows and high temperatures to range from the mid to upper 40s over the northern interior and lower to mid 50s along the coast. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day and a great weekend. And as always, stay safe out there.